Culinary Church. And again, we welcome you all, people from the Asian community as well as from the local Xinjiang area. So today we have 4 different stations. And what I'm going to do is, first of all, ask all of you, each table, we're going to go through introduction. And they're going to show you the ingredients they use to make the food from their ethnic background. And then you can see, you can get hands on, and then we're going to cook, and then you're going to sample. Okay? So maybe we're going to start with Chinese table. Now this thing rolls, so we're going to roll. Okay, here you
Okay, so first of all, we have this. We have dough. This is pretty much similar to pizza dough. This is water and flour, and they have to be made first into little pieces like these. All right. So first we roll it up into one sort of longish piece, and then we break it off one by one. It looks like this. All right, and then we gotta use this piece of equipment to roll it into something that looks like this, so a thin layer. Right? So this will be the third step, and then we have the filling that's here. So we'll put this up. So this will be the filling for the dumplings. There's all kinds of this. For this one right now, there's beef and what? And pork. Okay, so we can use other stuff as well, shrimp, seafood, anything you want. And so we'll get one of these ladies to do one demonstration. They're flying at the
okay.
Okay, so the final sort of step, I'll try to do it with one hand. Okay, final step, you just roll it up like this. Okay, so this will be the final product before it goes into boil. All right, so it'll look like this. Hopefully, so we'll let this one go. And that's pretty much it. And we just put this into boiling water for about 10 to 15 minutes, and it comes out looking like this. Usually you would have like dipping sauce as well, maybe soy sauce, vinegar. People prefer vinegar usually. Okay. And I don't know if you guys have it here, but it's still pretty good if you eat it raw like that. All right, that's pretty much it. Thank you.
Activity people normally do it in the. You can see it's a team effort. There's lots of people involved. Everybody gets hands on. So it's a family activity. And what we normally do is during any Chinese festivals like Chinese New Year and Spring Festival, and family gets together, surrounded by the table, and they make and then they eat. The shape of the dumpling also symbolizes, in fact, the old Chinese money, so it's also symbolizes the wealth. So I also want to take this opportunity to thank the Chinese dumpling making teams, and you can see those are all experts from China. All right, and we have just cooked some of them, so feel free, start sampling them, and then we're going to move on to the next table, okay? Okay, here we go. So now here we have the Indian table. We have a decaf here.
Hi. We have actually something taking over. Hello all. So we are making bhel puri. So we have all these ingredients set on the table. We can get it in daily grocery store like onions, chopped potatoes, chopped tomatoes and chilies and ground peanuts. And these are the different masala that we are taking. So one is the black pepper, then is the red chili, and this is oregano that we use on the pizza as well. So we can get these ready-made bhel puri same from any kind of a store, like we have bought from the Atlantic store. And these are a tamarind sauce, so that will be used to mix it. So the procedure that is quite simple. We have just to take the different ingredients and mix it according to taste. Add the salt, pepper, and it will be really delicious dish. So I prefer. So like we are taking, I'm preparing only the small amount. So like we have taken the paste. Now we'll be adding little amount of the onion as per the taste, and chopped potato. Now we are adding the peanuts. So here we have the tamarind sauce. So this is according to the taste we can add. There are the different, we can add the soya sauce if we want to make it sour. So some people like a little spicy, so we can add the chili according to the taste. We haven't added it beforehand because if we'll mix the ingredients before time, so it will get soft, and the best way to eat is in the crispy form. So we are mixing at the instant. All the ingredients we are mixing at the point so that it remains crispy. Yeah. So we are putting the tamarind sauce. And we have the coriander as well here that we have mixed with it. So this is the black pepper. It will add little bit spicy taste, and red chili flakes that will add to the minimum amount because generally most of the people do not like more spicy. And here we have oregano. Oregano also a little amount just to add the different kind of a flake taste. Yeah. So these are the snacks that we can eat in the evening time or after the breakfast. It's like little bit or all the taste like sour, spicy that is incorporated into the same kind of a dish. So this is ready. Just a simple recipe. You have to mix the ingredients that are available in all grocery stores. So you can taste it if you want.
So I want to draw your attention, all those steps they have explained. In fact, we have made a recipe book, and in most of the table and over there when you come in, feel free to grab a recipe book. And one thing you may notice, especially to our Canadian friends, when Asian people make food, we don't say, okay, put this spice of half teaspoon, that spicy of 1 tablespoon. By experience, just to see by your eye. And that takes the practice, and they are very healthy and tasty. So thank you very much, the India table. So now we're going to move on to the next one. So here's the Vietnamese table, and we have 3 beautiful ladies here.
I'm going to introduce one of the Vietnamese healthy food. We use the rice paper. There are some ingredients inside. The cooking pork and cooking shrimp and vegetable inside. It's very healthy.
So the whole ingredient here you can see, you can buy it in the grocery store. For example, this is rice stick. We bought it in Sobeys and we boil it. And then the rice paper as well. Lettuce, shrimp and pork. We boil it in the water. And then we wrap it in the rice paper. And then this is a kind leaf. That's green? Yes. And this is a dipping sauce. We make mixing with the peanut butter and the hoisin sauce. And you can put some carrot. Also, it gives you a very good taste. Yeah, please enjoy it.
So that's the Vietnamese spring rolls. Tasty, healthy, and filling. That seems easy too. You don't have to cook it. And so thank you again. So now let's move on. Now we have a Filipino table. Ophelia is going to explain to you the process.
Hello. Hello, good morning everyone. So nice to see you all today. So if you don't know yet, we are going to make this cassava cake. This is our one of the famous dessert in the Philippines. This is easy. So cassava is from it is a kind of root crop. Oh my goodness. So and then have you heard about tapioca? That's the same thing. So this is I haven't showed you the real root here, but this is we can see the menu or the recipe in our book, and then the finished product. So cassava has a very fiber. It has lots of fibers in it, and the root crop itself is like a long root. It's starchy and 2 inches around and 8 inches long. So that's probably the common, So anyway, this is the finished. This is the product. This is the cassava, grated cassava already. So this is the main ingredients. You can buy this at the Asian store. Blue Moose at the Wismerland Road. And also one in Loclomon Road. We have Kabayan 101 store. This is a Filipino-owned store, convenience store. So we do need two packs of this frozen one. So this is easy. We just have to mix them all together. So if you don't mind, partner, to mix them all, put them in a bowl. Just mix them through. And the egg, I should have, but anyway, we already have the finished product there. So just mix them through, and then as you look into our recipe here, so we have a can of evaporated milk. You just have to pour them in, whole thing, okay. Alright. Okay, yeah, sure, thanks. And our condensed milk, we have to save a little bit of this milk for our toppings later. Okay. So about a third of a can, but yeah, just save a little bit. And pardon me of the recipe ingredients, I missed out the coconut milk, so you have to add 1 can of coconut milk in it. And we save a little bit that one too for the topping, so mix it through the cassava, the condensed milk. All right, and what else? We have our 1/4 cup of butter as well. We have to just mix them all, and then this one as well, the coconut makapuno strain. This is a shredded coconut. So all these ingredients you can only buy at the Asian store. So mix them through very good. Yeah, I already preheat the oven, so it will be ready to go. And we can also taste it afterwards. I already pre-made one today. So there's that one. Alright, so and where's our, oh, this one. Oh, this is the one. Yeah, so that's easy as it is, as you can see. That's everything. Just mix all together and then put in the oven for 350 for an hour, and just check it until like the top will get brown. And then after that you take it out, and you have to put the leftover condensed milk and the coconut milk on top as your topping, and put it back again for another 10-15 minutes. Just see when it's bubbly and it turns like, you know, another like brown, golden brown on top, and then you're ready. It will be ready. Just cool it down first, so that, you know, it would not be too hot. All right, so enjoy. Yeah, you can take a taste here on this side. Thank you, and enjoy. Thank you very much. Thank you. As Ophelia said, they have one already made. You can start sampling, and second one is going to go into oven shortly. So I also want to take this opportunity to thank all our volunteers, our committee members from different ethnic groups, and their helpers, and events like this, and also various events throughout the month. Really involves many hands and many people. And some of you were at our May Asian Heritage opening ceremony last Sunday. And that was a huge success. The atrium was fully packed. And I also want to draw your attention this year. The May we have 5 different exhibits. At the airport, for those who fly in and out, you will see our beautiful exhibit exhibited at the airport. And we also have exhibits at the main library, the West Side Library, the East Side Library, as well as the KV. So our visibility is really increasing throughout the Great St. John area. And the next big thing for us is our cultural gala, which is on May the 28th at the St. John High School afternoon. And in fact, you know, the celebration now gets so big, the enthusiasm from different ethnic groups are very high. We simply running a good problem of running out of dates and the time, and we have lots of submissions. We're going to do our best to accommodate all. And in fact, yesterday, the Telegraph Journal reporter invited me for interview. One question they asked me is why you have to do things like that. My simple answer to the reporter is, it's through this kind of activities, we within the Asian community, we get to know each other. Just how much fun we have here. But also together, we showcase our best Asian rich history and culture to our society. Okay? So let's continue to have fun. Let's build our network. And since we choose St. John as our home, and we want to enjoy the city and contribute to the city. Okay? So have fun. We're going to keep moving around, get hands-on, ask questions, get recipe books, and go home try. And the food will continue cooking. If you have any questions, come and ask. Okay? Thank you.